Welcome back to Whilton Mill. Next up is the Minimax class with drivers from 11 years of age. Here's Alan with the grid positions and race action.
Thanks, Michelle. Grid positions for Minimax then. Drivers from 11 years of age. Just as we go through these grid positions, I can tell you I spoke to Dave Griffiths after that last race, and he tells me that the throttle slide in his carburettor got stuck, and that was the reason he broke down, unfortunately losing a lot of points to his main championship contender Lucas Orrock in the process. Grid positions for Minimax then. The top 20, Jay Nidger from Bradford off 20, then Peter Sharrocks from Nottingham, Keith Donican from Ireland goes off 18, then Dave Wooder off 17, James Bume off 16, Harry Campy from Selby off 15, Leon Hilliard off 14, from Somerset, Matthew Arnold from Suffolk off 13, Samuel Oram-Jones, subject to a documentary this weekend, he goes off 12, Josh Price off 11, Lemuel Pay off 10, Piers Hickin off P9, Jack Bartholomew off 8, Ross Gunn, one of my 3 to watch, goes off 7, Dan Fazzoni off 6, Ben Hingeley, my championship pick, goes off 5, Connor Mills off 4, Josh White, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger off 3, Harry Webb off 2, and the poleman this time is Jack Mitchell. The grid positions for this televised final are made up from the earlier pre-final. The finishing positions in that pre-final give you the grid positions for this final. On board here with Harry Webb, the 2-kart there, is in 3rd place comfortably. You'll get through Christmas corner with no dramas this time. Right-hander here at Inkerman's, Webb defending early on. We'll lose him time on the karts in front. On board here, front-facing camera this time with Ben Hingeley. Ben, one of my 3 to watch, and actually my championship pick for this season in this class. That's most people's idea of the champion. Harry Webb there, the 2-kart. Harry in 3rd place currently. On board here with Hingeley, he's in 6th place, so he's lost a place since the start, started in 5th. But no dramas at this stage, still plenty of time to go. Kart ahead is the 26 kart of Piers Hickin. There's another driver, a bit like Ben, who didn't feature too much last season, but has already made a good start to this year's campaign. Earlier heat results on your screen now. Hingeley took the first heat from Ross Gunn and Harry Webb, my 3 picks, 1, 2, 3. In that one, fastest lap was by Ross Gunn at 46.74. Lap record is actually held by James Singleton at this circuit, 46.47. That was in 2009. Heat 2, Hingeley from Gunn and Mitchell this time in 3rd place, and it's Mitchell that leads this one currently. Fastest lap again by Ross Gunn. Heat 3 was Jack Mitchell from Josh White, and they are 1 and 2 at the moment. Jack Bartholomew this time in 3rd, Harry Webb with the fastest lap of 47.54. 700ths outside the lap record. And then the earlier final, from which the grid positions for this race are made up, it was Mitchell from Harry Webb and Josh White, with fastest lap by Harry Webb once more. Bartholomew looks up the inside, gets it all wrong, and spins it round. Impedes 23 Lemuel Pay and 24 Josh Price. Oh, and then compounds the error by impeding 29 Philip Rawson. Rawson spins it round, puts his hand in the air as if to say, what on earth are you doing? Here's the replay, let's have another look. Bartholomew looking up the inside of Piers Hickin. Never quite gets there though, runs over the curb, spins it round, impedes Lemuel Pay 23, 24 is Josh Price. Has to wait for everybody to go. He's got a warning flag as you can see, but watch what he does now. Turns straight in front of Philip Rawson. Rawson absolutely nowhere to go on the grass, ends up spinning round. And he may well ask what he was doing there. Philip Rawson won't be happy with that. You may have saw from those previous pictures that Ben Hingeley had actually made his way past Piers Hickin there on the 26 kart. Connor Mills is the next man on his list. Warning flag for kart 44. We haven't seen what that was for, but that's not the 44 kart. Here comes Harry Webb down the inside for 2nd place, puts the move on Josh White. Back on board here with Harry Webb, looking back at Josh White, who was the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, White Power Ranger last year, but not wearing the Power Ranger suits this year. He's on a Tony kart. Back on board with Hingeley, looking up the inside is he, of the 82 kart of Connor Mills, makes it stick through the left-hander going into the boot. So Hingeley has come from 6th to 4th and picking them off nicely currently. Back on board here with Harry Webb in 2nd place. Jack Mitchell's got himself a comfortable little 10 metres over Harry Webb in second. Webb's got 2 or 3 kart lengths in turn over the man in third place here, Josh White, and White being hounded by Ben Hingley. Hingley will surely make that gap up. He's running on the back of White now. 20 kart in the mix as well, that's Dan Fazzoni. It's always nice as a commentator to see these young drivers progressing year on year. Dan Fazzoni, another one of those drivers, a bit like Ben Hingley and Piers Hickin, who have stepped up their game this year and running right at the front of the field. On board again with Ben Hingley. You can see the 3 karts out front. It's Jack Mitchell that leads them from Harry Webb. Josh White in third, Hingley's fourth. The 82 kart of Connor Mills comes next, followed by Fazzoni and then Piers Hickin. They round out the top 7 and they're clear of the rest. On board again with the 2 kart of Harry Webb. Up the main straight into the Christmas corner, the right-hander here. Looking back at Josh White through the kink. Down to Inkermans, this right-hander, still Mitchell out front, but coming under severe pressure now from Harry Webb. It's closing up really tight at the front. And the front 5 or 6, line astern, back on board with Hingley, currently in fourth, but I think he may be turning that into something better shortly. Warning flag for the 36 kart, again not seeing what that's for, but the warning flag is out for Keith Donegan, the man from Ireland. You can see the front 6 karts here pretty much line astern. Piers Hickin just off the back of them there, 12 to 14 kart lengths to make up, a little bit of work to do. Come through Oblivion one more time, out onto the back straight is Hingley, close enough to Josh White here to have a look up into Christmas corner. Well, Webb goes up the inside of Mitchell, and classic karting move. Josh White goes with him, and Hingley helps himself to third place as well. So Mitchell loses 3 places in the one turn. That's a pretty standard thing you see quite often in karting. And my other 3 to watch there. Ross Gunn opening up a place in the midfield, but unfortunately for him, he's well down the field. Started on P7, but he's got a lot of work to do in the midfield there. And as we rejoin it, Ben Hingley's made his way through to the lead. He's gone from third to first. Mitchell's gone with him from fourth to second. Jay Nidger in the midfield, Jay, but he's put in the fastest lap of 46.67. In third place is Harry Webb. Josh White is fourth, Fazzoni is fifth, and Hickin in sixth place. So that's how they stand currently as they come out onto this back straight. Mitchell up the inside of Hingley for the lead. Webb's going to go with him, he does. So Webb back through to second and Hingley back down to third place. Through the right-hander here at Inkermans, down to Ashby. Fazzoni looks up the inside, gets it all crossed up and gets it all wrong. And Dan Fazzoni throws himself off. There is no other contact. But to be fair, if we have a look at this replay, I think this is a good piece of driving by Dan Fazzoni. He could have easily taken someone with him, realised he got it all wrong, brakes and drives in between the 2 karts. Doesn't take anyone with him. So I'm going to say that on that occasion, though he did get it all wrong, he did well not to take anyone else out. Fair play to the young man, but he'll be very disappointed. He was running well. Going to take the positives out of the weekend, though. He'll know that he can run with the guys at the front of the field. I'm going to take that into the next round. Meanwhile, back at the front, it's Hingley out front from Mitchell. Look how close this is. How close do you like your racing? It's Hingley from Mitchell in second. Coming up the inside for third is Piers Hickin. Gets a bump from behind from Harry Webb. 82's in the mix as well. That's Connor Mills. He's back in contention. But it looks like Hingley's got the lead here. And it looks like it may be enough to take the win. Webb has come back up the inside of Piers Hickin, who'd got through to third place. Webb back in a third. Hickin back to fourth. Hickin under pressure from the 82 kart there of Connor Mills. Can't quite see who's behind Mills here. Let's have a look. It is third in kart of Josh White. Last lap as we go across the line this time. And it looks like Hingley's got this one. He comes out onto the main straight. It's definitely Hingley first. Mitchell's going to be second. I think Webb has got enough of a lead there to take the third place spot. It's Piers Hickin in fourth. Just behind Hickin is Connor Mills, the 82 kart. We're all looking for positions here on the last lap. I think it's going to stay as it is. On board with Harry Webb's clearly got enough of a lead over the karts behind to come down through Chapman for the last time onto the inside straight. It's Ben Hingley, my championship pick, who finished the first final earlier in the day, the pre-final in fifth place, but he's going to take this televised final from Jack Mitchell in second, Harry Webb in third. It's Hickin in fourth from Connor Mills and Josh White rounding out the top 6. Despite the spin, Fazzoni finishes in ninth.
Harry, you crept back into the top 3 in the last couple of laps there. You must be pleased with third.
I was very pleased because in the pre-final engine kept fluttering and popping everywhere, but had a lucky pre-final ready to get through to second, but it was a good race that one, but unfortunately Ben got away in the end. But
How pleased are you with second place?
I'm very pleased. The kart was started really well. The kart sort of went off towards the end, so it was quite hard to keep with the pack. And coming down the hill, I got hit from behind, and I lost sight of Ben. So I had to push really hard on the last lap to get with Ben, but I just couldn't do it.
How tough was it for you?
Yeah, it was really tough. I mean, everyone's like really quick at the moment, so it's not easy to win.
At what point in that race did you think that you were going to be a winner?
Well, at no point did I think I was going to win because it's a really hard task. Just tried to do my best and luckily I came off on top.
Well, that was the Minimax class. Join us after the break for the junior road tax class with drivers from 13 years of age. See you then.